Hello YouTube, this is my first ever guitar tuition video. It's not my first ever lesson, I've been teaching for 10 years. But I left my band last year and I'm trying to get my arse into gear and make some fun, educational videos, people's favourite songs. And as Star Wars has come out over Christmas, and I've seen it about 500 times, I uploaded a video of me playing the Force theme, and a lot of people liked it, so you can click below to go and see that full cover. And I'm going to jump right in and show you how I played it basically. I also recently bought these, which is what I teach from when I'm doing my actual real life lessons. Big slabs of tabs. They're about $10, but you can get them in the UK. They're great, it's just 500 pages of blank tab. I'm going to write it out for you as I play it, note for note. It'll be fairly loose the way I do it, and obvious. I like to keep things obvious and simple, and I'll upload that for you for free, obviously, and you can jump right in and learn it. Good. Most important thing is to have fun and enjoy it, and if you have a lightsaber, that's going to come in handy for the end of the lesson. So I'm going to jump right into some close-ups and take it really slow. May the Force be with you. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to assume you know more than nothing about the guitar. But if not, this is the first thing you're ever trying to play, then don't let anybody ever tell you anything other than practice makes perfect. Have fun and just try your best, and literally you will succeed. So, capo 3rd fret, and the first thing we're going to do is learn the rule that if we're playing anything on the E, the A and the D string, we're going to be using the thumb for the majority of this, with the odd exception here and there. And the index, middle and your A finger, your 3rd finger of your right hand, are going to stick to G, B and E. Okay? So if I sort of give you that rule to start with, I won't have to explain as much about what's going on with the right hand. You should just practice that. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to hit an open B, and you know what finger to use now. Then you're going to hit both of your E's, so that's the 6th string and the 1st string together, and call that a pinch. So you're going to go B, E and E, and take the 1st finger, or whatever finger you're comfortable with, to the 2nd fret of the E string. Then we're going to slide 3rd fret to the 5th fret of the E. So again, that's B, both of your E's, 2nd fret of the E, and then 3rd fret to the 5th fret. Back to the 3rd fret, and your 2 open B's again. That's the opening line. Real simple. Again, I'll count you in after 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. B, both of your E's, 2nd fret, 3rd to 5th, 3rd, B, B, 8. No, nothing to do with 8. Not BB8. Open B. Okay? And then we're going to go, after those 2 open B's, you can hit the 2 open E's again. Sorry about that little rattle, by the way, I need to get it fixed. Just ignore it. So you've got your B, B, open E's, 2nd and 3rd fret. Then you're going to hit the open B again. You're going to hit the 3rd fret again of the open E, and pull off to that open E, okay? So again, one more time, B, B, both of your E's, 2nd, 3rd fret, B, 3rd fret of the E, pull off to open E, and bring that little finger all the way up to fret 7 in relation to your capo, okay? So that's your pinky. And then you're going to basically put on an A major chord with your first, second and third finger. So that's going to be your third finger on fret 7, your second of the D string, I may add, your second finger on the 6th fret of the G, and your first finger is going to do a bar across the 5th frets of the B and the E. And then you literally, with your thumb, you're going to strum from the A string. So again, I'll go from the start. We've got 1, 2, 3, B, both E's, 2nd fret, 3 to 5 slide, back to 3, B, B, both of your E's, 2nd fret of the E, 3rd fret, open B, 3rd fret again, choose a pull off, all the way up to 7 with your pinky, and then you're going to put the A major chord on, I've showed you already, and strum from the A to the E. So this is going to start with a B7 basically, or a part of it anyway. You're going to start with your second finger on the A string, fret 2, your first finger on the D string, fret 1, and your third finger on the G string, fret 2. Now these fingers here that we talked about are going to come down a string, every single one. So we end up with the thumb on the A and the finger 1, 2 and 3 on the D, G and B. Nice rhyme. Okay. What we're going to do there is we're going to do this little roll. And that's where we play the thumb, then the first and the second and third in that order. And they kind of peel the hand off and they happen in that order. They're not all pinched together. It's like a roll. It's different. It's more like a strum, but you do it like a pinch. Okay. And with practice, it's a really nice technique to have down. I learned it doing loads of Andy McKee stuff when I was younger, and I use it all the time. Okay. So once you've done that and you've practiced that, you're then going to hit the open B again for a second time. Then we're going to shoot these index and middle finger, first and second, to an E minor. So first finger on the second fret of the A and the second finger on the second fret of the D. And what we're going to do is we're going to put these fingers back where they were before. We're going to play the E, the G, the B and the E. And the thumb over to the A. Okay. Then we're going to take the second finger over to the E string, to the second fret. Good. Then we're going to slide that up to the third fret of the E, that second finger. Put your little finger on fret 5 of the B, and then you're going to take your first finger and put it on fret 2 of the D. And you're going to do that same roll now. So D, G, B, E. Okay. Then we're going to take off the second finger, do an open E, before travelling all the way up to fret 7 of the E string with the first finger, fret 8 of the B string with the second finger, and then you can do that same roll again with the open strings. So that's open D, G, 8, 7, okay? So from here, from the B7, then we're going to put this little, third finger down on the 9th fret of the G and play that with your index finger. Okay, so coming from here, it's really nice. This is where it kind of flourishes in the piece of music. So yeah, from there we're going to take the pinky again and move that up to what would be your octave, fret 12, and then you're going to put your first finger on fret 8. So that's both E strings. So all the way up here, pinky's on fret 12 of the E, in relation to the capo, remember, and your index finger is on fret 8 of the E. And you're going to play them together at the same time. Good. We're going to take this second finger here, and I like to do a little bar here. Makes it simpler and quicker, and you can get the same sound over the two 10th frets of the A and the D. So you get this. Okay? So again, that's both of your E strings, the A string, the D string, and the A string. Okay, it's a bit of an awkward shape, but that for me is the nicest way to play it. Once you've done that, you are then going to take your index finger to the 9th fret of the G and give it some nice vibrato there. So it sounds like this. So I'll come back to here. Like I said, feel free to pause it. Go back. I've explained everything note for note. Practice the little bits. Oops, sorry, I'm catching my headphones there. Practice the bits you need to, and then we'll do the next little bit. So that is where we come down here to the 3rd fret of the E string with the 2nd finger, and we are going to prepare the 1st finger on the E string as well, fret 2 behind it, because we're going to do a plucked note and then 2 pull-offs. So that 3rd fret is going to go to the 2nd fret, and then that is going to pull off to the open. So from here, that that vibrato on the 9th fret of the G. Okay, it's going to pull off like that, and then we're going to come all the way back up to here, to that same sort of position we were at before at the 7th, 8th and 9th frets, and we're going to put a bar chord on. So it would be an E minor in relation to the capo on the 7th fret, but we're going to bar all of it, so it's kind of like an E minor slash B. So what that will be 1st finger covering the 7th fret, your 3rd finger on fret 9 of the D, your little pinky finger on fret 9 of the G, and then your 2nd finger on fret 8 of the B. And you're going to strum all the way across with the thumb. So that comes after pull-offs. Okay. Then we're going to come right down here, back to the 3rd fret of the E. We're going to pull off to open again. So your chord, pull off. Okay, and then we're going to put on this E sus shape. So that's your 1st finger, fret 2 of the A, your 2nd finger, also fret 2 of the D, and your 3rd finger, fret 2 of the G. Dead simple. We're going to pull the index, middle and 3rd finger back to the D, the G and the B, like we did before when we did the B7, and the thumb is going to come back to the A. And we're going to do that little roll again. Okay. So if I've done that pull off, 3rd fret of the E to open, and then that E sus shape, and then we're going to go back to that B7 shape. Now I'm not going to explain it again because I want to encourage you to familiarise yourself with things I've said. So that B7 shape from before, it's a tiny little movement. Okay, and then you're going to hit the open B again with that middle finger. So that's E sus. 2 rolls in a row, and then the open B. And then you're going to jump back to the E minor, this time with your 2nd and 3rd fingers, and you're going to play the thumb on the E, the G, the B, and the E. Okay, so that last section, one more time, from where it got a little bit more complicated, from the B7. Open E,
What?